It's 18 degrees outside right now. We're gonna do a cold start video. Haven't done one in a while. So, it's not plugged in. Ran yesterday. And what I'm gonna do is use the grid heater. So I got a push button right here. Hold that for a few seconds. The batteries on the truck are kind of weak, but with the grid heater it should still start easy. Did get down to like 3 degrees last night. Let's see how it does. Not bad. Almost 90 pounds of oil pressure cold. It is a cold engine right now. Truck is out of the way. Now you can probably hear me. Truck's out of the way. It's time to plow some snow. You can always hear this truck coming down the road. This is another one I built a while ago. It's a 2001 Dodge Ram, half-ton, with Dana 60s front and rear, manual locking hubs. It's a 318 and a 5-speed. It is 1 degree. There is a temperature, and it is 1. Let's do this again. Ooh, stiff. Oops. Might have a little bit more trouble today. Like I said yesterday, the batteries really are not very strong. Let's see if that'll do it. A little bit more effort. We've made it up to 3 degrees. This thing started with a little bit of trouble. Not like yesterday. Yesterday was a lot easier. So I figured, now that the snow's out of the way, I'll do a cold start on this thing. I haven't run it since November, and today is January 1st. Hopefully the battery's still charged, and see if we can't get it running. Huh. Alright, all that's out of the way. So I haven't had this thing on the channel yet. It's a 1981 K30 4-wheel drive cabin chassis. It's a crazy dog. 10-foot flatbed. It's a small block 350 under the hood, which we're not going to show you. And a 4-speed. MP205 transfer case. just use this truck to get firewood, and eventually it's gonna get the frame's gonna be utilized for a different build, which we'll go into one day, but it's gonna be my firewood and plow truck. Alright, so this will be the first attempt, hopefully the only attempt. Probably have to crank a long time because the fuel evaporates out of the carburetor on this thing. So I'm probably not doing anything pumping it right now, but ooh, she's cold. I don't think it's gonna do it. Nope. It's just too cold for it. Nope. Very carefully, without scratching the paint, we have access. Small block, hydro boost, pretty simple setup. It's actually the first time this truck hasn't started. Maybe it has something to do with those shitty battery terminals. Oh well. Get the Ford hooked up to it. hooked up. It is getting cold out right now. So the thing's been on the charge now for like 10 minutes probably. Let's see if this thing goes. Oh yeah. There we go. Let this thing run for 10 minutes and maybe see if it'll actually move from this spot. That sure moved a lot easier than expected. Guess I'll just put it right back in its hole. Let it thaw out in the springtime. Cool old truck. Thing's kind of a piece of junk, but works real hard. Hauls a lot of firewood for me. And that four-wheel drive sure does work.